That went to places I did not expect.
We were definitely
God.
on Peter's list. No, Amber Heard's giving me that look again.
Oh God. You got the Johnny Depp in court ponytail going on right now too.
Can't forget
All you
us.
need is a blazer, and then take off your glasses, and I believe you.
Oh,
Anything
he's
you
not
say, I
wearing
believe you.
glasses there, huh?
No, no.
He's
Just like this, and he's like, she shat on my bed. I couldn't tell. I couldn't
she
help it.
shat on my bed. She took a big dump.
She oh, what did he say? She made a fecal delivery.
Yeah.
That's the most polite way you could put that.
I wish you
She
would have
made a
said that at any
fecal
point in the
delivery.
podcast, because that would have been an amazing name of an episode. Fecal delivery. Do you have yours already?
I have mine right next to me.
Well, I should let you know that now it's my standard FML one because I love these, but there is a twist to this FML. Do you remember those days where it was like 100 degrees, like maybe a few weeks ago?
And we would put semen in the beer. Yeah, I remember those days fondly, actually.
All the semen. Yeah, it was rolling around in my car for those 3 days where it was like 100 degrees.
So we're
I
getting
guess
a
the
mystery
question
beer,
is,
kind of.
yeah,
Go on,
that's
I'm
with
sorry.
the twist. So can beer kill you? Like,
You know what?
because it's spoiled?
I don't want to make it dark, but there are
Does beer
several.
spoil in the heat?
I wouldn't doubt. I mean, it's made of vegetation. That's where it originally comes from. And vegetables die. Vegetables die. Yes. Not all
Is
vegetables
John
go to
gonna
heaven.
die?
He might. I'll tell you this much: if
Hopefully
if
this
the
doesn't make
extra
me a
fermented
vegetable.
hops don't kill you, the aluminum being baked in that kind of heat certainly will.
Oh
So
my
we'll see how
God.
today
I'm
goes.
scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I really am. It was either this or one of those Mexican beers I brought from Cancun. I chose almost certain death.
We both know you're way too racist. You'd rather risk death than have to drink a Mexican lager. So,
No, it's a Mexican IPA.
oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. Yes, yes.
Yeah, no. I'm
Still
good.
not worth
Just
it.
give me the 100-degree beer.
Now we know where your standards lie, and we respect them. A little iffy on the whole prejudice part of it, but at least you know what you like. You're a man who enjoys a nice American-made IPA, and that's all there is to it.
An Indian Pale Ale in America. I love
it. We may not have created the style, but by God, did we take it over?
Oh, yeah. The hipsters.
I know, right?
So the other day, talking about IPAs, I was on Twitter and it was trending that people were tired of there being so many IPAs over other beers. And maybe because I'm spoiled, but I feel like unless it's a brewery, most restaurants have other beers over IPAs.
Yeah, if anything, in my opinion, they're typically in the minority unless there's like a variety of different brews. Maybe there'll be one or two IPAs and then maybe one or two of other stuff too, you know? But obviously lager's probably the most prominent in my opinion.
Right? That's what it didn't make sense to me. I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
Granted, maybe some places have more IPAs than others, but I feel like there are often times where I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to drink a Sapporo right now, or a Corona, or maybe just a water.
I think the people that are complaining about that the most are people like our peepees about 50 years of age people. And older.
Yeah, peepee people.
Peepee people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're 55 years old, you're probably someone who's complaining about that or beyond. Yeah,
55. Makes no sense to me.
I know, right?
Are we biased though?
I mean, yes. I'll tell you this much. Mystery beer for me today is actually an IPA. So, I mean, Go fucking figure. And you have your double hazy IPA. So, I mean, yeah.
Hazy double. Hazy double. That name spoiled.
Mine may not be a hazy or a double for that matter, but it is the IPA by Smog City. So, there's that. but it does have hoppiness, apparently, according to the can here. It's got some citrus. It's got some classic, whatever that means. So, hey, I'm down.
You know, I'm surprised I still haven't gone to Smog City. I've driven past the one in
Oh,
Redondo a few times, but I mean, I've done Monkish twice in Redondo. And
right.
yeah, Smog City is a brewery I have to check out. I've had the beers, they're good. I'm sure we've tried other ones from there in past
Occasionally.
episodes.
Sure.
I think maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. That's a hard maybe now that you mention it. I'm maybe once or twice at most. So that's why when I saw it at the liquor store I went to, I was like, yeah, let's go for this. Let's mix it up just a little bit, but still be my biased self leaning toward an IPA for sure.
IPA.
It's just good weather outside for it. We're in Southern California, to anyone new listening and watching. So I figured, you know what? Why not? I have been sober only once this week, besides up to this moment. So why not
Only
celebrate with
once
an
this
IPA?
week?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Well,
So
you've
you've been partying hard since Sunday.
You know what? So was that the day we went out?
You and I went
forget.
out on Thursday. Are we going to that day? What'd you do to me, AJ? That is the first time in my life that I was hung over to the following day. I was hung over for 2 days. I went to my parents. I had a glass of whiskey, and all I can do was, oh.
Groan your way through it.
I was very sober that day. What'd you do
I'm
to
glad
me?
to hear it. I thought we were relatively tame for us anyway. I'll admit.
No,
I really thought we were.
you kept saying you had to drive and had me finish all of your drinks, especially at the end.
We definitely snuck a couple extra at the end. And I was almost tempted to sneak another one, but you were honest and you're like, no, like I need to take it easy tonight, so I left it alone at that. But I was really tempted to be a jerk.
Wait, you still wanted to keep going after that triple? I remember the last one being a triple from Monkish.
I just wanted to sneak back in and be like, you know what, let's get one more. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad
pushed me. I had a presentation that following day, AJ. I was not feeling good.
You were
I did
not
a great
presentable.
job. I always do.
Okay, very good, very good. Round of applause for Mr. John here.
Yeah. But woo, I'm gonna open up my beer talking about that.
Yeah,
Talk about
and
hangovers and hating my life.
To your great presentation. Yes. So I'm going to get into mine real quick. If you want to read your can after, I think you did last time you had FML.
Several times at this point.
There you go. So Smog City, for those of you who don't know, at least in the Southern California area, it's a local brewery. There's proudly brewed in Torrance, California, actually.
Torrance.
So this is, it says, our flagship IPA is classically West Coast with notes of orange, tropical fruit, and floral honey. The lightly toasted caramel malt balances a resinous hop aroma and a firm, yet balanced bitterness. Makes this beer a full-blown hop lover's paradise. Family owned and operated. And also 1% for the Planet member. So apparently they give back to the earth. So that's good.
You know, I know you, and I know you hate earth. So in the way to balance it out is to just throw that can at a dolphin.
Being it right in the head.
You give that 1% right back.
I hope it gets clogged in the dorsal fin.
Your 1% dolphin and just
or the blowhole. Bink. You just see water geysering out of the freaking can.
I don't support this 1%. Give it right back to the earth.
No. That's what they mean by it, right? Yeah, that's what gets giving back to the earth. Just chuck it at a dolphin. Next time you all see a dolphin, that means right at it.
Just bugging right at it. Just
don't even drink the beer first. Let it be heavy when you do it. Jesus Christ. PETA's gonna come for our asses so hard.
Oh my God. It's just another group. Just another bridge we burned.
Yeah, exactly. What else is there to this show besides burning any bridge that ever could have been built?
All right. Time for spoiled beer.
We are the worst architects.
Oh my God.
What's up?
I just found out that this beer is vegan.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
well, see, there you go, PETA. We're not all bad. You would think,
Am I
because it's
wrong on
all
that?
like we talked about
Well,
earlier.
there was
It's
the
made of
oyster we had.
vegetation, like only, unless maybe there's like, I mean, oh, you know what? We have had oyster souls before from that oyster
Yeah.
stout. So technically, that is not a vegan beer. Vegetarian, maybe, or pescatarian, perhaps, but not vegan. So I guess this
Hmm.
makes sense.
Wow. I don't know if I want this beer anymore.
I know, right? This beer has a conscience? Fuck that.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers. Enjoy.
Mm.
To the Dolphins.
Mm.
Ooh. Ooh.
Doesn't taste spoiled. How's yours?
Okay. I'm glad. It doesn't taste bad at all. This is very smooth.
That's a nice color. What was the percentage
Yeah.
of alcohol on that bitch?
It is 7.2%.
Nice, nice, nice.
I poured more than I wanted to in this glass, but I guess for the sake of color observation, for those of you watching on Spotify,
Spotify.
Spootifoos, then I guess you can see what the color looks like.
Spooty.
Actually, the camera is pretty accurate to what I'm seeing as well. So, yo, I'm down.
Nice.
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 It's a nice little golden boy. Not definitely doesn't taste imperial or heavy or anything like that, which is typically what I think you and I like to go for in our IPAs, but it is solid. Like that's one word I can give. It's like crisp,
So
full, solid, but not
let me help you
too
out. Let me help
full.
you out. Balanced.
Balanced. Yeah.
Balanced.
Very good.
I got you.
Put it in a sentence to where it sounds sexual, like the last episode that we had a while back. Sexy words sound sexy.
Sexy balance. You want me to use balance in a sexy word? Okay.
Please.
Oh, that's a hard one. Yeah,
You got this.
These sounds I'm making balanced like a porno.
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a hard one.
All right. No, that's all right. I'm going to paint a picture, okay? You're LeBron
All right.
James. You're LeBron.
Okay.
Not a far stretch.
Okay.
You're LeBron James. Not far
All
off
right.
anyway from where you already
right.
are in life.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Thanks.
Okay, cool. LeBron James.
AJ, you see that over there? You see who that is?
Who that?
That is LeBron motherfucking James. I have a full set of balance in my pants right now that is about to bust and be unbalanced. No yin and yang in this bitch. No yin and yang.
That was well done. Okay. I'll definitely cheers to you on that one. Not bad at all. He about to fuck up that chi right now. A line chi fucked up. Very nice.
Awful.
That yin and yang just blurred together and became gray, and there's nothing to it now. It's just a puddle of gray. That's all. Just mud. That's
Just
all.
mud.
Yeah. We got monks out there trying to represent balance to the universe, and you're out there all fucking it up, getting turned on by LeBron James.
My balance. I exploded my balance everywhere.
That balance, if you will. I believe that's how
Balance.
it's traditionally pronounced. Yes, balance.
Oh my god.
So, should we talk about that evening a little bit more? That was a pretty fun evening, though.
Yeah. You took me to a place where they obviously serve caveman because my burrito had a bone in it. What the fuck is up with that?
Do you have a picture you can show the camera real quick for the video viewers?
I do.
That would be cool. So yeah, I wanted to take John out for a little date. We hadn't gone out just the two of us in a few weeks, at least. Probably more like a month and a half or two, something like that. Who's counting, really? It was 73 hours at least. But anyway, and 17 minutes.
Only picture I got on my phone.
Oh wow, I didn't know you had that. That's a great picture.
Yep.
You got to send that one to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happens when you get AJ and John together after a few beers.
That's
or sometimes you're sober
there.
too.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
but when are we ever sober?
It's true. We're in this show right now, becoming unsober.
Yeah. Life is hard. Life is hard sober.
Drink it.
Yeah, so they left the bone inside my my burrito. I'm not gonna say I hated it, but I definitely felt like a caveman.
For sure. You're definitely Fred Flintstoning it. Yeah, definitely.
That bone was like that big.
What was the meat that was in there? Was it a brisket or was it something else? No, I had the brisket. It was like I had a brisket burrito, and you had like a was it a fuck? I can't
Prime
think of it now. All I know is that
ribeye.
yes,
Ribeye?
was it a ribeye? I wouldn't doubt. It was something
Maybe.
insane, and the big old bone that was sticking out of it was kind of amazing, intimidating at first, but you definitely got through it.
Made me feel very small. Made me
Chewed
feel
right through
very
the
small.
bone.
I'm hungry. Are you not supposed to eat the bone?
Right? I thought bone
Is
marrow
that
was a
not supposed to
delicacy. What's
happen?
going on here?
I like bone marrow. Bone marrow's good. It's the one
Oh,
time I feel like man really won over animal. It's easy to eat meat, you know? Stab, go down, rip out meat. But you actually have to find the bone. You gotta crack that bitch open. And I'm fancy caveman, so you gotta put all the fixings on it.
of
And then you
course.
just, oh, because
That's only sound to me. How? Oh, God. Now you all know how to eat bone marrow, so there you go.
if you're not doing it like that, you fucking know. This is simple.
If you're not making that sound as you're eating bone marrow, you're not having good bone marrow. Something's wrong with your bone marrow. Ask for more bone marrow.
Awful, awful, awful.
I just
awful.
want to
But,
watch you eat bone marrow in front of a cow now. That's all I want to see.
oh, I'll do it. Why not? Is there
Sounds
something
good.
wrong with it?
No, not at all. You know, it's like watching a chicken eat chicken. It's all good.
Is that wrong?
Nah, they need to be fed. It's all good.
Would,
I mean,
would
I
you
usually prefer my cows to eat grass or chickens to eat seeds, but you know, that's cool too. Whatever works.
seeds of chicken? Disgusting. Yeah. So, and then we had what two? Manhattan.
We had a Manhattan each.
Manhattan.
That was
Yes.
nice, and it was tasted pretty good. At least I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, we were relatively calm in the beginning.
Oh yeah, as I
I was
figured
tell-
we would be.
I was telling Yvonne, and it still makes me laugh. I think we were sitting down, or at that point, maybe we were driving up to it, but you're like, right now, we're calm, music's low, we're having some grown up conversations. It's not going to be the same car drive back.
It totally was true. By the end of the evening, I remember us holding hands in the car. So that definitely will tell you something.
Don't remember that.
No, it came to me in a vague memory. I was like, I remember us getting emotional, talking about how much we love each other, and we fucking held hands. It was pretty awesome.
Bros
It was
being
pretty
bros,
awesome.
right?
Just bros being bros. That's all there is to it.
I mean, honestly, that's a little gay.
And I'm 100% okay with that. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome.
Oh my god.
It was just like the most like what's the term I'm looking for? I'm so bad. I drink too much beer throughout the weeks. Throughout each week. It was just very what's the word I'm looking for? Where you're not where
Romantic?
there's not what's that?
Romantic.
That's definitely a great word. Romantic, of course. Yes, absolutely. Plutonic. It was like the most plutonic hand holding I've ever done in my life. It was pretty hot nonetheless though. Most
You couldn't get a piece of this even if you wanted to, AJ.
That's
Not
good.
true.
I mean,
That's not true. I would have.
I really, you know what? I had you where I wanted you. If we had that last triple IPA I wanted to have, I just would have had your hand in mine and then pulled you right over to my thigh and just saw what happened.
Road home.
Yeah, make my ride home a lot easier, a lot more chill. Would I have sworn when I got excited? Possibly.
What a way to go, though, right?
I know, right? We should have at least put on the Beatles while we were holding hands. God damn it, that was a missed opportunity.
Music at all?
I'm sure we were. We weren't singing as much as we tend to, which was a shame. But we did rock out a slight bit, from what I remember. Yeah. We were pretty chill.
Okay. And what was the very expensive wine we drank? Do you remember what it was? It was good. I want it again. I just don't remember what it was.
So, John and I, at the end of our evening, near the end of our evening, it wasn't quite done yet, but we were winding down. We had done some brewery hopping. We went to 2 or 3 breweries. 2. Because we didn't.
A monkish.
Monkish Brewing and Unsung Brewing Company out in Anaheim, California, which was
Yep.
fucking fun as shit. And then right across the hall from this like cool little area that Unsung Brewing is, there was this cool little wine spot. I wish I could pull up the name. I mean, I guess I could, but for the sake of the story, we go over to this wine spot. We were like, you know what? We're gonna get classy drunk. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Excuse me.
Even though we were
And I
already very drunk.
picked out a Pinot Noir for us each to drink, and then afterward, I think I asked what our bartender recommended. Was that what happened? That gentleman with the flannel shirt?
Yes, the second one. The first
Yes.
girl gave us like a cheaper one.
Yes. Well, she gave me what I ordered. She gave us what I ordered. So that was fine. It was cheaper. And then I asked the other gentleman what he recommends or what's like really popular right now, something like that. That's a red. Or that's what it was. I asked him what his favorite red was, and then he pointed that one out and he's like, "But it's like a big seller, but it also costs like a bit more." And it was probably like double the price per glass.
Oh, he said it was both of our glasses combined. It was way more than both of our glasses combined.
Right.
It was like $37.
Something like that. Yeah, I was going to say like 34, but 37 sounds probably more correct, I imagine. So we each had a glass of that, and that was pretty good. Like it was a little bit drier, but a little more flavor as well. It had like a little bit like a more of a fruitness to it, but definitely still a little bit more hefty in like in the dry department, which is kind of what AJ goes for, really. He had a good suggestion.
Say balanced.
Balanced.
Okay,
Like, if you want something balanced, let me just show you this real quick. And yeah, it was actually really good. I remember looking at you, and you looked pretty impressed by it, actually.
Oh, I enjoyed the shit out of it. We were gonna share the glass, and I was like, I should get one for myself.
That's when I knew you were enjoying yourself. That was a cool thing. Because I mean, with you, no offense, I just don't know if you're going to enjoy wine. And so I don't want to push it on you. But then since it was right there, it was too convenient not to go inside. You know what I mean? It was just way too convenient.
You know, the funny fact about John is I've had a lot of wine now because Yvonne does not finish her wines, and I have typically finished them for her. And I still couldn't tell you what's the difference between a rosé. And that's the only actual one I know. And the other one, a red.
Got you.
I knew that because of the color. They're red.
Good job. Context clues, everybody.
That's it, though. Yeah, I don't know what it is about wine. There are some that I do enjoy, but I'm a beer person.
I mean, through and through, you and I both lean that way. It's just the way that it is. But I think one thing I do appreciate is that we're appreciators, though, of good wine. Like, whatever. Like, we've gone winery hopping on tours and stuff like that, and we had a good time, too. Got nice and toasty. That was, like, a year or so before we started the show. Actually, like literally a year before we started the show. Maybe a year and a half. This is back in, like, February 2020, right?
COVID happened. Didn't we start Beer Belly 2020?
Yeah, actually, you're right. We started Beer Belly in June of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, like I guess 6 months or so later, 4 months later.
We're like we're drinking more because of COVID. Might as well just record our dumbasses drinking.
Might as well. We already have stupid ass conversations talking about throwing beer cans at dolphins. So I mean, hey, why not just record it this time?
There's nothing stupid about throwing beers at dolphins.
No, absolutely
nothing at all. It's for Earth.
Can you keep the beer can frozen and then throw it? Is that possible?
No, that's too far, AJ. That's fucked up.
I'm sorry. That's where you draw the line. My bad.
What you want to do is make a sharp tip at the can a few times around and then throw it. It's a little bit more humane.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it slowly bleeds out over time.
Yes.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
So you want it to become shark bait to where it's bleeding. All the sharks in like a 30-mile radius sniff it out and just go chow town.
And guess what? You want shark for dinner? Got you, bro. You're welcome.
There you go. Any shark you wanted, shark tartar, reel them in.
Circle
it's
alive.
Simple as that, right?
Circle alive.
They eat the dolphin, we eat the shark.
No reeling in. I got a spiked can to throw at the shark.
I'm imagining the visual of that right now, and I'm liking it a hell of a lot. When do we get to become millionaires to where we can buy a yacht together?
And throw spiked cans at dolphins?
The SS Sexy Sauce, or the SSSS, if you will, and we just throw spiked cans at any sea life that come near us. That's where you become drunk with power, literally, at that point.
God, I hope I become that successful.
Well, for those of you who are watching or listening, please rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
5 stars.
Or whatever podcasting app you're using to listen to us right now or watch us for that matter. Let us know. Your rates help us a lot, actually. We've gotten some reviews of late, and just pretty much not too much stuff typed in, but at least we're seeing some more actual ratings come across to where we're getting up there. So thank you to all of you who are doing it. And for anyone who's newer or just hasn't taken the time yet, please take a quick second while you're listening to give us the 5 stars. That actually helps us a lot. So muchas gracias.
Thank you, 5 stars. Support us so we can throw cans at dolphins.
And if you want to join us, sign up on Patreon so that way you can throw cans with us.
We can have a big event once we have enough followers. We'll meet at the beach. We'll call it the Spike Can event.
The Spike Can event. Okay, great.
We'll Sparta that bitch. We'll block the sun. We'll all throw the cans at one time in the air.
A hurricane of beer cans flying to the sky. That sounds simultaneously terrible for the environment, yet extremely badass. I got no problem with that.
For the views, man.
No problems.
Fuck the environment. That's not gonna get any views.
For the views. I think we should at least plant a tree for every can that's thrown. That'd be something we could do to pay as I don't know, for what we've done as retribution.
Okay. I will only come to terms with one tree for every 100 dolphins that the Great Can Spike the Can massacre happens.
Okay, fair enough. Dolphins, you better start dying so we can start a planting. That's all there is to it. Sorry. We're giving up one life for another, so it's all right. It's give and take. Like you said earlier, circle of life. That's all there is to it.
Is this the episode that we get canceled?
Oh, I mean, there's many excuses for anyone to cancel us before this, but if ever there was another reason, we've given them another. So yeah, you might be right. One day, John's gonna run for company president at his current job, and then they're gonna find this video on Twitter and be like, "Was this you? This really looks like you. It certainly sounds like you too. I didn't know you felt that way, but
don't let me know your address. I got a spike can that I'm ready to just chuck at your face."
How did we even get there?
You know what? Weren't we just talking about fancy wines? Yep. All right, delirious.
Oh fuck. We're not even drunk. I hate this show. I hate this show. I'm gonna die from this show sooner than anything else in life. You could throw a spiked can at me, and I would still live longer from that than this show.
Not if I throw it at the right spot.
That's a good point. Aim for my penis. I won't want to live any longer. I'll finish it myself.
You'll finish it yourself?
Yeah, just walk out the grave. Oh, so I had a night at my house recently. We haven't done this in a while at my dad's house, but it was fun. And whenever we have nights like this, I always think, "Oh, God bless you." I wish that John was here. It would be so fun if John and Yvonne were here, because Sin and I, we got back from dinner and we got back to my house, and my dad and his roommate were drinking beers and enjoying some vodka. And so we were like, "Hey, let's partake." They were packing some bowls of some fine lettuce. So it was a good time.
Salad.
Yeah, some jazz salad, if you will, sprinkled a dinkle. And so we partook as well, Sin and I. And Sin had some wine. I had some beer. Excuse me. Ooh,
God bless you.
Thank you. I feel healed. Anyway, so it was a good time, and I wish that you guys were there because it was super chill. And then at one point we were just talking shit to each other, having a good time. And my dad was saying somehow we got to the point of like mortality and eventually passing away and stuff like that. My dad said, if I ever lose my mind, I become senile and I don't know what's going on, just
Next one
do
of
what you got to
these.
do. Yeah,
Yeah, next one of these.
that's a good idea. Exactly. Now I know that's my next solution now.
Oh yeah,
But at one point, I just told him and our roommate, who's like 70 years old, literally. Well, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you to the highest hill in San Francisco, put you on a wheelchair, and just let you go.
Let you go.
just see if you hit a cool ramp and go flying, or
If the-
just see what trolley takes you out first.
If the cars don't get you, the air that you're getting, and then the inevitable concrete blood everywhere will. So
maybe both. Who knows?
you're not wrong. Maybe they hit the concrete blood everywhere, but they're alive, and then
the 70-foot slide, that part that takes place afterward. Jesus,
we're in a
Christ.
very violent mood today.
You know what? I think it was your idea to throw cans at dolphins, actually.
You're the one who said spiked cans. Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure you roll back the tapes. It'll be you that said spike it as well. I said frozen, though, to be fair. So we're both in the wrong.
Humane way of doing it.
Oh, yeah. To where they slowly bleed out and attract sharks. That's very humane.
Yeah. Then the village gets fed with sharks. You're welcome. This is how you solve world hunger, AJ.
It's a fine meat they're getting right there. That's gourmet ass shit right there. So you're welcome, hungry village.
You want great white or hammerhead?
Right? We got some tiger shark right here. We got that that actually looks like an orca, but you know what? That's even bigger. So fuck it.
Don't mind the dolphin over there with the spiked can in its face.
Nah, throw it back. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. Let it swim around for a while. That's not important.
You let it swim around for a while. It'll give up. It'll die sometime.
Yeah, just give it some time. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. Be all right. Eventually, a flipper will let go. Flipper will flip his last flip.
We are gonna burn.
Oh, certainly. Again, we've had many reasons to burn, but today, if we don't burn, we're gonna drown now, essentially, considering the sea life involved.
Or we might slip and fall into a can full of spikes into it.
We deserved it then at that point. Just remind me, if ever you invite me to like an Indiana Jones type of adventure, maybe we just don't do that. Maybe we just don't. We just take it easy. We lay low for a while. Karma's going to remember this for a long time. A long time.
Not if I get that bitch first. I got some spike cans.
God bless our children. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I don't care about them.
Oh, I'm not going to say it on camera, but I came up with the best, but the worst Halloween costume idea, actually. I'm not going to say it on camera, though, because I will get canceled for this. So I'm going to hold off.
So we should not dress as twinsies on that costume for our Halloween episode.
So the word twin is in mind for my costume idea, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Dead twins?
Something like that, but not quite.
one person that has like the second face on them, where it's supposed to be twins.
Those are your words, not mine. Those are your words, not mine.
There's nothing wrong about that. That's a real thing. Maybe the way I'm describing it might be wrong, though. Maybe that puts me in the red.
Let's go on an 8-month journey and educate ourselves, so that way we can then see where we've gone wrong in all of this. A pilgrimage of twin adventures. Jesus God. This is an episode of Beer Belly.
Yeah.
How are you on your beer, sir?
About halfway.
I'm about done with mine.
Ooh,
I'm sipping through. I don't have plans for the night, so I'm actually down to at least crack open another beer. I don't need to finish it for this episode, but I'm at least down to keep it going.
Yeah, we should hit at least the 45-minute mark.
Okay, I'll be back in just a minute.
Grab a can. Run! Oh, yeah, okay. I'll tell him.
You got it. All right. I'll be back.
All right, guys. So the way you make, can you still hear me now? You can't. I hope you can though. You're gonna love this. So the way you do it is you get a can, you get a sharp knife, and you start shaping it into pointy tips. But you got to make sure it's sharp enough to penetrate. And once it's sharp enough to penetrate, you're going to find. Oh, hey, AJ. What's up? I definitely did not tag us. If anything, we lost followers for everything I just said.
I mean, probably in the first 10 minutes of this episode.
Got violent about it.
It was actually pretty convenient. It was very poetic, I should say. So I think earlier you were saying as I was walking away, you're like, can you hear me now? And then right when you asked that, all of a sudden I just got Robot John, like, my Bluetooth connection just dropped entirely.
So did you hear anything I said?
No, not after you asked that question.
You're going to have a great time when you edit.
Cool. Jesus.
Did you buy a 6-pack?
A 4-pack, actually.
A 4-pack. Oh, I forgot about. I haven't bought a 4-pack of anything in such a long time.
When you buy truly craft beer, sometimes it be like that, which is part of the fun though too. It was I think I paid $14 for 4 of these, so I'm cool with that.
That's not bad. Fuck, I remember. I take that back. Maybe a month or two ago, I bought a 4-pack of knuckle sandwich at Costco, and it ended up being like $2.50 a can. I remember because Costco shows the breakdown. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'd be dumb if I didn't buy a 4-pack.
Absolutely. That I didn't know they even sold that at Costco. That's awesome.
I think it varies. Every Costco has different selection.
Right. And especially since you're more local to where that brewery actually is, obviously they're going to carry that local shit.
I'm so local to all of the breweries.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't move over here.
Aren't you planning on moving out of there?
Yeah, but that's still like a year from now. You're in a year and change. You know how many breweries we could hit by doing that?
That's a good point. Who knows?
So I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I'm going to just discuss it with you during the podcast.
I'll go for it.
We do hit up a lot of breweries, but I think we need to be better about taking pictures in front of the brewery with like a brewery sign and posting it on the chat so we can actually keep track. Because I think some people would be pretty surprised on how many breweries we've hit up. Easily double digits and like high double digits for me.
Hell yeah.
How many do you think you've been to? I would say I've been to maybe 25.
Wow. I would not say that for me. I'll be honest. I don't think I've gone that high. I would like to think I've gone to that, but individual, like not repeat visits, just unique breweries across my experience. Oh God, if I had to guess, maybe like 10. I might be low balling, I might be high balling, but I would guess maybe 10 to 12.
Can we list just a few? Can we just?
I'll try.
Tustin. I'm gonna name the one I know we've both been to. Tustin, Lagunitas, Dead Possum,
Old Possum, yeah.
Old Possum, the Rooster something.
Hen House.
Yeah, Hen House. Thank you.
So we're at 4. I can't hold up 4 apparently.
Bear Republic.
Yeah, that's right.
Russian River.
These are just San Francisco NorCal trips, we'll say.
Was the First Finger Tustin?
Yes.
So most of them were San Francisco. Was that it for San Francisco? I feel like we hit at least one other brewery in San Fran.
I want to say you're right. Well, technically, we've been to the Russian River in Windsor and Santa Rosa.
Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
to up the count, okay. So we're at 7. That's just over there, right? So you're already past 10. You know why, right? Because
everything I've done too. Then I was coming to the conclusion myself. I'm like, well, what about all this stuff I've gone to without you now? And then obviously you're right. I guess
25
I am probably
alcohol.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy. Well, at least I'm doing what you're supposed to do at a brewery. Fucking drink. The point of where I may or may not remember. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We need to start doing that just to keep tabs.
No. That's fine. If anything, I'll be honest, since we're just being open right now, I feel a little obnoxious in our friendship making you take those pictures now and then. So I don't want to push it. But if you're down, initiate it for all I care. Go for it. I'd be down. For the
Okay.
gram, baby. For the
I
gram.
know I'll be at a brewery soon, but it's time. Wow. And
Nice.
you know what? If we're just counting NorCal, we were at what, 8? I got one,
Yeah.
at least one more.
So
The
7 then.
7, and then the
At
place in
least.
San Luis Obispo, at least one brewery we went to.
Did we?
Yeah, you don't remember? It was like downstairs, and
Oh, yeah,
that was the one.
I follow them on Instagram now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, what was that called? I'm going to look it up right now. San Luis Obispo Brewery. That's the word. AJ's feeling good. Was it Central Coast? No. Oh, shit. There's a brewery in Slow called Oak and Otter Brewing Company, and I'm very sad we didn't go there. Goddamn, Barrel House. That's what it's called. In Slow, in San Luis Obispo. We went to Barrel House,
like in downtown. Barrel House sounds like where we went.
That's definitely where we went. I'm looking at pictures right now.
Now,
Definitely
I have to ask, does BJ's count as a brewery?
Technically, yeah. And so does Taps.
Because
they brew
Taps
their
make
own
their own
beer
beer.
in-house. Taps has won multiple awards, too. Multiple awards. Jesus,
Okay.
that's not a face I need to see again. Remember this time code, audio listeners? Switch to Spotify and just see what the fuck I had to witness. Have you ever imagined Zoidberg but Mexican? That's basically what I saw right now.
Hey, I am not Mexican. I am Russian. That got me canceled. I'm pretty mad.
Yeah, if anything. Yeah, but we love Rammstein though. we'll say that.
Oh, you know it. So I have to ask. You're probably gonna say no. I hope you say yes though. Did you watch Moon Knight?
No, I didn't. I knew you would knew I didn't.
Bitch.
I know, but I'm hoping
bitch.
when Sin gets back from her girls' night tonight, we will make time to watch it because I need to see episode. There's 4 out of 6 now, right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm one episode behind, but we're still within the week. We're in there. We're in the cusp. We're in there.
The cusp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect that. Now Doctor Strange is next week, right? That's next week.
Oh.
Yeah, it's next week. Now
I wanted to bring that up as well. You have tickets?
Yeah, for Thursday.
Sorry. I had Thursday tickets. We talked about it a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Bill Burr. Thank God I love Bill Burr. Yeah. I'm excited. I finally get to see him live, but I am very sad about not seeing Doctor Strange.
I'll give you all the scoops, bro.
No, don't want him.
Best man, I got you. I'll let you know how the movie starts, where it goes, and how it ends. Ooh, I hope that comedy show was worth it. Because this is really gonna put our friendship to the test.
You will. If you spoil me, it will test a lot. You might be out of the wedding. You might. You very well not make it in.
I know where it's at. You know where you made the mistake? You showed me where it's at. I will.
We drove right up.
I will get there. Don't invite me. I don't need an invitation.
There is security. I'm gonna have some pictures printed. Very unflattering ones, by the way. I'm like, you see this man right here? Do not, at all costs, do not let this fool in.
I am going to Batman that shit, and right before I get in, I'm gonna hit myself with an EpiPen for that adrenaline, and I'm gonna just fucking go.
Just go. Oh shit. Let's fucking go. It's time to crash a wedding. Oh god. That would be amazing. I'd be so happy about that. But I'd be pissed. I'd be like, you let that spoiling motherfucker come in? And they'd be like, what's the problem anyway? Why don't you want him in here? And I'll tell them the truth. He spoiled Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for me. And they'll be like, oh, you know what? I totally get that. Fuck that guy. If we see him, we're not only killing him, but we're going to kill his cat too. He didn't even own a cat, but if he did,
you'll gift me one and then kill it.
Exactly. Russian style.
Right back
Baba
to the
Yaga.
violence. Right back to the violence.
It's cheery topics of conversation that you can expect on
No,
an
it's
episode of
it's
Beer
it's
Belly.
pure violence, and I'm not comfortable with this right now.
Sure.
You brought kittens into it. That's where I draw the line.
I might get a divorce before I even get married for that one. That's a good point.
Okay, she ever threatens to leave you, you got one of these. Just gotta make it spiky.
Yeah, Amber Heard on that ass. That's for sure. Most definitely.
So now that you bring that up, the
Sure.
other day, my beautiful, lovely wife gave me one
Lovely.
of her looks, and she said, "I'm gonna Amber Heard you."
Oh
And
shit.
and my response to her was, Johnny Depp defended himself.
John gonna defend himself just
John gonna
fine.
defend himself. Come at me, Amber Heard. Come at me. You know she got bruises on her face. Just pictures.
And he's still rolling that courtroom right now. Have you seen the videos, the compilations of his jokes?
I've heard that. He's been funny though.
You got to. There's like 60-second long videos. They're very funny. They're very. I mean, I'll be honest. You know, the analytical part of my mind, which there's very little space left of. But at the same time, I think I said of right now. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever introspective bit of mind I have left, I do wonder, like, is he taking this seriously at all? Which obviously he is. He's spending money to freaking avoid this lawsuit right now. But at the same time, he's very funny. Like he's very snide. He's very snarky. He's just like having a good time despite the terrible situation he's in right now.
You might as well, right?
Right. But one thing I've heard is like, yeah, dude, like, isn't Disney pissed that they decided to let this guy go over rumors when he was like a cash cow for them? It's unfortunate. But then again, at the same time, the Pirates franchise kind of wavering anyway at that point.
Yeah. It's like Transformers. It's like, is there really 7 of them now? I think I stopped at 3.
There's a surprising amount of Transformers films right now.
Same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean. There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, but that being said, every Transformers movie I've ever seen, I have a good time. It's stupid ass dumb fun. It's the most stupid ass of dumb fun. But by God, does it look pretty on a big screen? That's what I can always say.
It's like when you go to fucking Best Buy and they show you just the best quality that the TV that you're about to spend $10,000 on, that you will never achieve that kind of quality. Yeah.
I remember, I'm sure I've told you this story in person, but never on the show. But my buddy Blade, who we talked about last episode, rest in peace always, my friend. But he and I, we would go for fun. We'd go into the great indoors. And I don't think those stores exist anymore.
Oh my God, I never went into it. I would always drive by it and be like, what's in there?
Right. It was basically just, I told my mom I'd go in there occasionally. She's like, oh, you went in there? And I'd be like, yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, it's basically like a good shop. It's kind of like IKEA. It's good for people to go in to get ideas of how they want to do their home and the rooms in their home. But people rarely actually buy stuff there, which I think she was spot on for, because they've all closed down from what I understand.
It was really expensive, right?
Extremely. Yeah. I mean, I guess to the relative public, if you will.
Not to AJ, the king.
No, not to me, but to peasants around me. I can understand why they couldn't do it.
$10,000 a week to get those curls like that.
Exactly. Not natural. These things, noodles, straight as noodles. But
agreed.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Easy 10K, easy 10K, not a big deal. Not for AJ.
You should see what I do for my petties and manis, my mani petties.
Yeah.
Anyway, we would go into the great indoors and we would go in their surround sound room. And that fucking room made even the Hulk movie with Eric Bana look amazing. Because it would be like the Grand Canyon scene where obviously he's going to shoot like missiles at him. And he's fucking running and jumping like 70 miles at a time. And we would crank it up too. Like if there was a dial, and it would make that movie
max
fucking
power.
Sick. Max power. And one time security actually popped their head and like, you guys okay in here? We're like, we're doing just fine. Like 17-year-old assholes. Just being stupid. But it was a very good time. And again, like you said, it makes a very shitty movie seem amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Good surround sound and high quality picture video.
Yeah, which it was. It was a beautiful room. It was like a home theater kind of vibe. It was dark in there, comfy reclined seats, like lazy boys you would sit in. It was pretty badass.
Nice.
But extremely unaffordable.
Okay.
But yeah,
I regret not going to that store.
I regret not knowing you at that time, so I could have taken you with me, taken you with us.
We probably didn't know each other before. No, I forgot.
No.
I was going to high school when I lived in Chino Hills at that point. Okay. Yeah.
Correct. And I was in high school at that time too. So yeah, we met each other like a couple years later. Yeah. Like you're out of high school.
And now we're in love.
I know. Somewhat with each other, somewhat with someone else. It's hard. It's a difficult lifestyle we lead.
Yeah.
But at least
I can't keep my balance in check.
It's okay. It's okay. Balance. Or lack thereof. Oh. Ooh, you saw that? That's for the video viewers. I'm not even going to say what he said, but it was definitely for the video viewers.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
Well, as you finish that sip, sir, why don't you give the people John's words of wisdom for the week? I swear, every time I say it, it feels like it should be easier, but it never is.
It's getting harder.
But as always, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's words of wisdom for the week. Good sir.
If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling mad or stressed, just get yourself a nice can, make it spiky, go to SeaWorld, go ham.
Go ham. Lob them. Lob shots, straight shots, throw them up in the air and spike it, whatever you need to do.
Works on security when they're coming at you too. So make a few extra.
Take out the sea life, take out security, you get off scot-free.
Yep. There you go.
Play your cards right.
God, that's some good advice sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? If there's one thing I can ever take away from the show, when we're like 90 and we're too old to do it anymore, that's one thing I will say at your funeral. I'll be like, but God damn it, that boy always had something smart to say. That old son of a bitch.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, as John may or may not have mentioned, links to find us on social media in every episode description. Oh, God damn, that was good. But again, hit us up if you have any questions that you want us to answer on the show and talk about, whatever, any prompts of conversation you have, BeerBellyPod@gmail.com, or just DM us or comment on any post we have on social media, what have you. Have fun. Go for it. If you have some dumb friends who might be as dumb as we are, by all means, let them know about us. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Like,
they got
talking like
dumb.
2% brain left or something like that. If you guys keep up with that kind of quick thinking, by all means, have a good time. Tell your friends, family about us. Tell your mother about us. Your great grandma.
Mother's Day's coming
still
up.
Around.
Just let them know.
What better way to be like install Spotify on their phone for them, and then be like, hey, this is the one thing you got to follow.
Yep.
Have them rate 5 stars on Spotify as well, of course, or their favorite podcasting apps, of course. This has been a great episode. Have a good one. We'll see you next week. Again, send in your shit and rate us 5 stars, please. It helps us a lot, and thank you. Bye.
Bye.